Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Football Man Sam. We are back with a brand new video. Now in this video we are going to be discussing the Premier League Week 34 predictions. There's some tough games this week, so it's going to be interesting to see what I think. So we're going to go ahead and start the video. Now first of all we have Watford versus Norwich. Now this is a crucial game, more so for Watford I believe. I believe that Norwich are already down. So I think this is going to be more of a crucial game for Watford, especially they're in a real scrap. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Watford win. I don't see Norwich getting anything. I don't see them scoring. It's been their problem all season. They just can't seem to put the ball in the back of the net. So I think it's going to be a tight game still. But I'm going to go for a Watford 1-0 win. We move on to Palace versus Chelsea. Now, sounds crazy, but if there were fans in the ground, I actually think this would be a completely different result. But seeing as it's going to be empty, I've actually gone for a 2-0 Chelsea win. I think Chelsea will carry on their good form. They had a good win against Man City at home, but then they had an awful result against West Ham, which they will want to bounce back from. So I've gone for an away win for Chelsea. I think they're going to want to get the result, especially with the top four race for the Champions League. So I think they'll be okay. I think they'll do it away at Palace. If it was fans at Selhurst Park, I would probably gone for a draw. But no, I've gone for a Chelsea win, 2-0. We move on to Arsenal Leicester. This is probably the biggest game of this week. Both in the hunt for European football, especially with Arsenal's late form and their fantastic win away at Wolves, which I didn't see coming. I already thought Wolves would beat them, but fair play to Arteta and the Arsenal team. They've really produced some good football over the last few weeks, which is good to see. But I still see this being a tight game. I see Leicester. They don't concede many goals at all. They have struggled to score, even though they put 3 past Palace in the last game. I do see it being quite a close game. I've actually gone for a 1-1 draw. That'll probably surprise some people with Arsenal's form lately. But again, I see Arsenal's defence struggling against Vardy. Harvey Barnes, if he plays the likes of I think they will concede 1, but I don't think they'll lose the game. So I've gone for 1-1 Arsenal Leicester. We move on to West Ham and Burnley. Now, 2 good teams in quite good form. West Ham have had a good result away at Newcastle. Newcastle haven't started the restart of the season too bad. Mikel Antonio's getting us a few goals now. One against Chelsea, one against Newcastle. But then Burnley aren't doing too bad. So I've actually gone for a 2-1 West Ham win. I think with the relegation scrap especially, I think West Ham will be well up for it. Burnley haven't got too much to play for. I think they can still catch the Europa League but I don't think they'll want that, if I'm being totally honest with you. They haven't got the squad to compete in the Europa League. So I think they're safe. So I don't think they've got a lot to play for really. So I've gone for a 2-1 West Ham win. Again, Mikel Antonio to inspire the Hammers. We move on to Man City and Newcastle. Now, Man City will want to bounce back against Southampton. They put on a show against Liverpool. They showed Liverpool what they're really made of. There was a lot of the mistakes for Liverpool, but they still had to produce, and they did. And to be fair, they didn't exactly play bad against Southampton. It was just the fact that Southampton just was not barging. Their defence was rock solid, especially Jack Stevens at the back. What a defensive display he put on yesterday. But I don't see Newcastle keeping Man City out for long at all. So I've gone for quite a comprehensive 3-0 Man City win. I don't see Newcastle going to City and getting a result, if I'm being completely honest with you. You never know, but I've gone for an easy 3-0 Man City win. We move on to Sheffield United Wolves. Now, this is a tough one because Sheffield United predominantly don't concede a lot of goals, but since the restart of the season, they've been poor, really, really poor. And prior to the Arsenal game with Wolves, they've been fantastic. Fantastic. I really didn't see them losing against Arsenal. So I had to think long and hard about this one. So I went for a 1-0 Wolves win. I think Adoma, Traore and Jimenez are to terrorise that back 4 or back 3 as they play, back 5, whatever they play. I don't see them keeping Wolves out, but I don't see Wolves scoring many. So yeah, I've gone for a 1-0 Wolves win. We move on to Brighton Liverpool. Now this is going to be an interesting game because, as everyone knows, since Liverpool have restarted the season, they haven't produced. You know, they had a ball draw against Everton 0-0. They lost against Man City, and they narrowly, they took a long time to break Villa down. But again, they're champions. You know, we are the champions. Brighton have had a few decent results, beating Arsenal at home. Then they lost to United quite bad. So I've gone for a 2-0 Liverpool win. I think it might take Liverpool 40-50 minutes to break Brighton down. But as soon as I think Liverpool get the one goal, they're going and get another. So I've gone for a Liverpool 2-0 win. We move on to Bournemouth Spurs. Two really bad informed teams. I mean, Bournemouth took the lead at United, and you think they're just going to defend for their lives. But the problem with Bournemouth, as soon as they concede one, the floodgates open. They really do open. That's their problem, and they don't score a lot of goals. And then you've got Spurs, again, being poor defensively, poor in attack. So this result might surprise some people, but I've gone for 3-1 Spurs. I think that Bournemouth defence is, as soon as they concede one, again, they'll collapse. I think Kane will get a couple, I expect. Yeah, I've gone for a 3-1 Spurs win away at Bournemouth. We move on to Everton Southampton. Whoa, wow. Before last night's game against Man City, I would have gone for quite an easy Everton win, which made me think today during last night's result. You know, they defended like hawks. They defended like their life depended on it. Against that Man City team, which are relentless. So I did think about this one. I went for a 2-1 Everton win. I would have probably gone to 3-0 Everton beforehand because they've had decent results. They had a good win at home against Leicester. I think it's 3-1 if I remember rightly. So I do see Saints scoring. It'd be on the break if they do score. But then I do see Everton winning the game, coming out winners. So I've gone for a 2-1 Everton win. And then we move on to the last game, Villa Man United. Two teams which are on complete opposite ends of the form. United are flying under Ole at the moment. They've really, since the signing of Bruno, he's transformed the team. You know, it's phenomenal what Bruno's done to that team. And then you've got Villa, who just can't buy a point. They look good for 60-70 minutes yesterday against Liverpool, kept them out with really tight, double marked the fullbacks, which really struggled to create chances for Liverpool. But this Man United team at the moment, with Bruno and Pogba playing well together with the front three, especially Greenwood, his two finishes against Bournemouth were fantastic. I mean, he looks a great player, and he's English, which is even better. So I've gone for quite an easy 3-0 Man United win. I expect Rashford to get another, and I'd like to see Greenwood get another. You know, I really would like to see him push on and be the Jordan Sancho. Take the Premier League by storm, as they say, especially next season. I'd love to see him take it by storm. So yeah, that concludes my Premier League Week 4 predictions. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I've recently hit 10, which is fantastic. Thank you to every single one of you that have subbed so far. I really do appreciate it. And I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe if you haven't already. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button and turn the bell on for post notifications to when I upload a video weekly. But yeah, that's my predictions. Let me know what you think, guys. Until next time, I will see you later.